we are now joined by this man.
Who's released Bowen, who's running through on goal, he shoots and scores and wins the Europa Conference League final for West Ham United. Their 43-year wait for a trophy is going to end. What a night this is going to be for every single claret and blue supporter.
The 90th minute, and I'll sob me out.
Let me tell you, the greatest night of my life, honestly.
Declan Rice grabs the Conference League trophy, thrusts it into the Prague night.
Those West Ham dreams, for once, didn't fade and die.
They certainly did not. Now that's right. This man won the Conference League in 2023 with West Ham during his 5-year spell at the club. Their first European trophy in 58 years. Vladimir Coufal joins us right now. The club progressed to the final, unbeaten, 1-13, drew 1, and won the competition, defeating Fiorentina 2-1 in the final to claim their first major trophy since 1980. And it's a very good morning to Vladimir. Vladimir, good morning. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, good morning. Good morning to all. How are you?
We are very well. Vladimir, we are doing exceptionally well, but I'm not sure we're doing as well as you. I mean, tell me, first of all, how much are you enjoying being at Hoffenheim at this moment in time, sitting third in the league, brilliant result of the weekend, wonderful free kick, early free kick in the first half, Berger scored the free kick, left foot, I watched it, great strike, 1-0 victory. Things must be going really well.
Yeah, right now it's really a pleasure to be here. You know, we are enjoying our football. We have a really good coach, and we set up our targets for the seasons. And quite right now we are a bit overplaying, to be honest, our targets, but we want to keep going and keep pushing as much as we can, because it's not absolutely possible to be much higher in the Bundesliga than we are right now. But we are all enjoying right now the moment, and it's really, really pleasure.
And so you should, my friend. But here's my question to you. You said you're enjoying it and things are going really well. And you said you had your targets. Surely you're beyond your targets at this moment in time. Can you keep it going?
I hope so. I think the biggest benefit from our football is that it's not a random. You know, we know what we want to play. Our style of football is really demanding, like from a physical point of view, and I think we know what we want to do, and what we want to achieve. So it's gonna be really difficult to keep going like we are going like now, but I believe so that we can do it.
Vladimir, Hoffenheim's gain is West Ham's loss, because I think you're a top player, mate. Yep. We're all shocked that West Ham let you go. How did you find out that the club didn't want you anymore?
It was really difficult for me. You know, I'm still not beyond this decision. I still feel a bit not betrayed, but disappointed, because I still think that I could bring something to West Ham, and obviously for my family and for everyone, it was really, really tough decision. I said it many times already, and very, very tough.
Well, you said it was a tough decision, Vladimir, and I get that totally. But what people sometimes don't realise, it's not just a decision that affects yourself. For example, I'm thinking about the family, and a little bit the reports I was reading. Your son obviously was on the youth academy at West Ham and things like that. So it's not just a big move and a disappointment, if you like, or a new chapter in your life for yourself, but it's an upheaval for the entire family. How did they take it?
Yeah, exactly what you said. Like, if I was just with my wife, for example, I would say to her, like, okay, they made a decision. It's we are disappointed because we love the city, we love the club, and everything. But with the kids, it's quite more difficult. You know, they made a friends and everything, and especially for my son, he just signed for West Ham Academy, and he worked really, really hard. You know, every day we've been on the travel for individual coaches, athletic coaches, and everything. So I know how hard he worked, you know, to be signed with West Ham. And suddenly, when he signed, he did a big ceremony, and I announced him like, we are leaving in 3 weeks. So for him, it was like unbelievable, like how disappointed he was. He didn't speak with me, so it was also difficult for me to explain him why it's not like absolutely on me, my decision that I want to leave, but it's just it's a part of the football, and I think what he experienced in such a young age, it will help him to the future.
Vladimir, what a lot of neutral fans can't understand is how successful West Ham were winning the Conference League, and to now looking like they're going to get relegated. Is it recruitment? Is it a lack of characters like yourself that are at the club?
It's really difficult to rate the situation right now, because obviously I'm not in the changing room. Obviously, I have some information, but I cannot public it, so it's difficult.
Of course.
But I really hope that, or not hope, I believe that this Tottenham result, Tottenham booster, will keep them up. I really believe. I wasn't in the doubt that they will survive this season, and it doesn't matter if they finish like, I don't know, 17, 16, but I really believe so that they will stay up, because West Ham doesn't deserve to be relegated, and with the fans, stadium, and everything, it's unacceptable for me.
Absolutely. Vladimir, I was going to ask you, I mean, you look back in that success in Europe, right? And I would imagine it must have been one of your highlights at the club. Clearly, it's disappointed you to see certainly the decline in the club since then. Were you a little bit surprised at the time after the success that David Moyes moved on, for example?
Yeah, it's also a really difficult decision to take, because I think David was, or Mr. Moyes was the best or the most successful manager in the West Ham history. I think, I am not sure exactly, but he won the European trophy after 58 years, and despite the people not being happy with absolutely with the result, maybe with the results, some results in the last season, but the game and the performances we played, or how we wanted to play, they weren't happy with that, but we still had some really good results, like, for example, like the season he left the club, we still beaten, I don't know, Arsenal away, and I think Chelsea at home, Liverpool, or something like this. I'm not sure. Yeah, and I think I don't know, it's why he didn't extend his contract, or it was the board decision to take him off. But yeah, it was now it was probably the wrong decision.
Vladimir, I know what your answer is going to be for this question, because as a football player, you go and play on any pitch. But there's been complaints about the fans, about the stadium. It's too far from the pitch. It doesn't have the atmosphere. What was it like for you playing at home for West Ham?
Obviously, I didn't experience the Upton Park, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I think I would love it, and it's only I think one regret I had in my West Ham career, that I've never played in the Upton Park, because what Nopes and Cressy told me, that the atmosphere was unbelievable, and the teams were really scared to.
I was scared, Vladimir. I was scared to go there. Very scared.
And me also, Vladimir.
Yeah, so I would really love to play there, at least for once. And it's not. I'm not sure if it is not possible to create the atmosphere, in the London Stadium, because, for example, when we played Sevilla European night, or when we played Leverkusen, the stadium was rocking, the atmosphere was, I don't know, the stadium was bouncing, and I think people were really enjoying the atmosphere. I'm just, not sure what about this is, now, obviously, the old Upton Park, what I can hear from the fans now, maybe I'm talking more now with the West Ham fans than when I was a player, that they feel that this stadium doesn't have a West Ham soul, so yeah, it's a difficult, like, I exactly don't know what the fans were promised and what they got, But I think the stadium is nice, all right, big. Obviously, it's not a typical English stadium, but it's for them is not an Upton Park. What I absolutely understand.
It's amazing, Vlad. I've written down here Upton Park, the old bowling ground. You would, let me tell you, you would have loved it. You'd absolutely loved it. It's funny how life works and football works, Vladimir, because obviously the story back in January, I think West Ham and Potter rejected a potential move for you to Fulham. It's funny how life works, isn't it?
Yeah, it's exactly like it's a part of the football. Like some of decision doesn't make sense for you. It's like, for example, like don't let me go to Fulham. Obviously, I could stay in London with my family and everything.
Yes.
Stayed in the Premier League, and then they could still get some decent money for me. 6 months before end of my contract, and they decided to don't let me go without any word. And then in 2 months or 3 months, they announced me that they will not extend my contract. So it was the decision I didn't get. But yeah, it's a part of the life, part of the football. The football is bringing you some strange decision, weird decision, but you have to deal with that, and still keep pushing and be positive.
Has your son forgive you yet, Vladimir?
I hope so. I hope so. No, like, for example, now we've been in London for a winter break after the Christmas, and when we visited a game against Fulham, and when they started to play the bubbles on the beginning of the game, he was crying. He was crying a lot.
Bless him.
Well, it was difficult, but yeah, I hopefully he forgive me already.
Vladimir, I'll tell you when he forgives you. He'll forgive you when he sees you running down that right wing in the Champions League next year. That's when he'll forgive you, mate.
I hope so, mate. I really hope so.
That'd be fantastic. Listen, we can't thank you enough for your time.
Thank you very much, Vladimir.
And continued success to you, mate.
It's been a pleasure to talk with you guys, yeah?
Thanks very much.
You, mate.
All the very, very best, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a nice day, boys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. That was brilliant. Former West Ham defender, now at Hoffenheim, Vladimir Coufal there. That was brilliant. He's loving life, and so he should. They're flying.